TSM has just defeated Cloud9 3-1. I'm joined now after the win, after the victory, by Cop, an expert on the situation, having not played in the game at all, any of the games. Cop, of the parts of that games or those games in that match that you did catch, what did you think?
I didn't catch any of the games. I was watching a different video game, but I looked at the screen every now and then, so I'll tell you what happened. I don't know. Meteos seemed to like play really well today in that one game that I watched when he landed that like sick ultimate that won them the game. That was pretty intense. That was like the one thing I saw. But other than that, I don't know. TSM just seemed like they played well as a team and won through that.
That is oftentimes what happens when you win. You play well as a team. What do you think of the fact that TSM is yet again another first place team for the spring finals here? Was it? Not really much of a surprise, right?
Yeah, they're all just really good players individually, and they're just really, really solid as a team. They know what to do in like every stage of the game. They have a really good early game, mid and late game. Yeah, I just basically said that, and then yeah, like Bjergsen just goes off, so it's really easy for them to win. It's like Bjergsen does really well all game. Turtle gets really, really big mid game and then carries really hard late game, and so they just have a good formula, I guess.
Why do you think it is that we keep seeing these C9 TSM matches?
I guess just because, I don't know, they just play better when the time comes. I don't know. Like, TIP, they seemed really, really strong all season, and then their match against, who they play, C9 or TSM? TSM. I don't know, they seem to just play differently that set. But against us, well, I'm not going to talk about that. But against Team Liquid, they played a lot worse too. But, like, in the season, they were monsters. And then Team Liquid against C9, it was close, but I don't know, it just ended up being bad just because of strategy. And so they're just very good strategically, and they just play well at lands or whatever.
Do you think there's any element of the fact that, if you look at almost all the players on TSM and certainly all the players on C9, that these guys have maybe the most amount of practice as teams and these like longer best of threes and best of fives, whereas most people are only used to like best of ones, or most teams holistically are only used as best of ones. Do you think there's an element of that at all?
I don't really think so. I think that all comes down to just who your coach is, and if the players just are good at being flexible throughout like every game. And Loco seems to be like really good at that. He has good strategy, good picks and bans, and he just does his job well. And then I didn't really watch C9, so I don't know, but yeah, they just seem to just have better strategy going into the games.
What did you think of the event as a whole? This is, instead of going to Madrid, we were in the parking lot. But that being said, they had a lot of seats out. There was a big screen. They did some kind of cool festival stuff, food trucks, all that. Were you impressed by any of that? Was it cool to see the studio transform? Or did you not really care because you were backstage the entire time?
I came and then parked, walked right in, and just went to the back room, got on a computer, turned the volume down on the TV so I didn't hear the casting as much, and just watched another video game. But overall, the food that they brought here, the catering was delicious. I will say that. It was good. Yeah.
The catering for backstage.
I had a lot of food, yes. Me and Jake went to town on that food.
I mean, a big thing for me is just it's really great to be able to come to the finals and interview an expert like yourself on how things went down. Do you see yourself getting onto the analyst desk anytime soon for one of these big events like MSI or Worlds or anything?
Probably not. I think they asked me to analyze the Team Liquid TIP game, but I didn't really want to.
It's a Team Liquid C9 game, right?
Oh, Team Liquid C9, yeah, that one. But I don't know. I just didn't really want to. Just because, I don't know, man. I just want my break. I just want to relax. I don't want to like work and cast stuff and think about video games for 8 hours when I could just go home and just play the video games, you know?
I mean, I find it funny that you're like, I just want my break, but here you are backstage at the studio during one of the days.
Free food. Come on. I'm not paying for gas. I just come here. I like slept in the car. I basically wasn't even in the drive, but just got here, hung out with my friends, and ate food. It was a good vacation.
So you use the NALCS studio much like a homeless individual uses a soup kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Sure. They had good food. And if I'm at home, I buy these like 18 packs of Uncrustable peanut butter jellies. I need my I need my nutrition, man. Got to get the free food. Who's gonna eat the fish and chicken if it's not me? If I wasn't here, that fish and chicken would not have been eaten. So it's smart that I came.
It's very true. You're actually doing a service because it makes it so that there's less of a waste. Yeah. Is there anything that you would like to say to any of the fans who watched that riveting C9 TSM final here today?
What would I say? I didn't watch it. I don't know. I hope you had a great time watching the matches. Hope it was full of excitement. But I hope it was better than our series. I believe it was, you know.
Well, thank you so much for that post-game analysis of the finals. Really happy I could do this post-game interview with you, Cop. As always, a pleasure. I hope you enjoy your break as much as you enjoyed the catering today. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things LCS at GameSpot.com/LOL. Good. TSM has just...
Wait. I laugh really easily. Don't do it to me. Okay.
TSM just